Hello everybody, my name is Julie and this is my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to be talking to you about Arteza watercolors. I have had these sets for many years and four sets were bought at Michael's over the years and one set was bought at Joann's. They're just your standard 12 metal tins. And this is all I ever had for these type of tins. I've never had a bigger set than 12. And I just haven't been using the colors as much, or the, excuse me, the paints as much as I'd like to. So I was going through all my art supplies and craft supplies and wondering if I was gonna keep these or if I was gonna pass them on to somebody. So I went on YouTube and I watched a video by Lindsay, the Frugal Crafter, who everybody knows and loves. And I watched her review of Arteza watercolors, and she had a lot of favorable things to say about them. She did a beautiful painting with them. And so I decided I was keeping them, but I wanted to find a way for me to use them more. So first I'll show you the sets that I originally had. This is the metallic and iridescent set. Pastel set. I think this is called Ocean Colors. And then this one is called Earth Colors. And then just recently I got the Magical Oasis colors. So I showed in another video how I used to keep all my watercolor tins in the original boxes. And I did that for several different reasons, but I decided that I was going to cut them up and still save them. So I glued them front and back together, punched holes and put them on a ring. And so it's just easier for me to get to my paints. And, but I didn't really want to get rid of the boxes. So that was my solution. And I think that's in another video that I did. Anyway, so I decided that I wanted to put them all together. I didn't want to have 4 or 5 boxes of these. They're not labeled. I did hand label them at one point, so it would be easier to know what was in them once I cut up the boxes. But I went on Amazon. I got a gift card from my husband for Christmas, and I bought this gorgeous tin. It's a 48 tin. And if I can get it open here, those are all the colors together. Now I'm going to talk about what I did here. First of all, I had 4 sets, so that is why I got the 48 pan, and I thought everything was going to fit in there, but I had bought a 5th pan, and it was the Magical Oasis colors, and there was a couple of duplicates from the other set, the original one. So I decided I was returning this. Well, I got it for $10. So it was a really good deal. But I never got back to Joann's to return it. And it was like 2 months almost. And I decided, well, maybe I'll keep them. So I decided to keep them. Well, then that made a problem because now I had more than 48. So what I have done is I've used one of these pans and I went through all the colors. There was a duplicate green. I think that was the only duplicate. So, oh, and the white. So I pulled out the colors that I thought were very close to each other, and I'm just using these as backups. If I use these up, of course they won't be the same exact color, but close enough. So I'm keeping those. So what I started to do first was I swatched out the colors and looked to see which ones were close, like the ocean set, so many blues. Some of these blues, they look exactly the same to me. Same with the greens. So it was pretty easy to pick out 12 to swap out. So even though there's a couple of repeats in the iridescent, I had to keep all those because I needed 24. So there's a couple of repeats in there, which I'm fine with. So then I started to work on my swatch card. And I originally made this card where I had the regular colors up here, and then I had all the iridescent colors down here on black. That was okay. The swatch card was pretty messy. I've kind of gotten to the point where I know I really can't swatch on video because I have to wear hand braces on my hands. They're hideously ugly. They're black. They're wrist brace. And I have to wear those. And I also have to take breaks because my fingers go numb. So I just can't swatch on camera. There's so many swatching videos. I'm sorry that I can't make them, but there's plenty out there to watch. I love to watch them. So I played around with this idea, and I thought that's what I was going for. Then I thought, well, I wonder what the iridescents look on white paper. So I did them on white paper, and they were kind of interesting. Some don't show up, but some do. And then I tried the regular colors on black paper, and they didn't show up hardly at all, but I still thought it was interesting. So I ended up doing another swatch card, and this one is all the colors on white. So the regular colors and then the iridescents, and then flip it over and all the colors are on black. Now, for the regular colors, I did 2 layers. I did 1 layer, let it dry, did another layer because they just didn't show up. And it's okay for me because I won't be using these on black paper, so it's fine with me. As you can see, there's a lot of golds here. I know there's a couple of repeats. Those look exactly the same. And maybe these 2 blues are the same, but I'm okay with that. It's just for fun. So I've got my card here, and I made it so I glued these together so I can just flip it over and they're right in order. So I'm really happy about that. I love these paints. I've been playing around with them quite a bit. And I'm really excited to have all of them together. And I hope I will use them more this year. So we will see about that. But I'm very, very happy about the setup that I made. And none of the Arteza boxes are labeled except the iridescent one, and it was a sticker. So I was able to remove it and put it on here. So now I actually have a label on here. I don't know if I'll keep it on here forever. It is just says 12 and it's for the iridescent ones, but it's just glued on so I can take it off anytime I want. So that's what I did with those. It was a lot of fun. I love all my swatches. I'm gonna probably throw all these away. And I'll probably keep these because these were the original cards that came with it. But it was really fun. I really enjoyed it. And I showed this in another video where I took my Prima colors. I only had 2 sets, and I put them in bigger tins. So those are all together now. So hopefully I will be using my watercolor tins more this year. Very excited. I've just never had a bigger pan, and excuse me, most of the people that I watch on YouTube, they have the 24s or the 48s, and I've always just thought they were so beautiful. So now I actually own them, and this was, I think, $7.99. This one was $13.50. They're also on sale on Amazon for $20. And as far as I know, they're the same exact thing. So I'm glad I went for the cheaper one. It's all the rolled edges, no sharp edges, and just beautiful. I will say this is a little tippy in here. I think it probably could be bent back so it wouldn't be, but I don't think it'll bother me. So that's what I have to share with you today for this video. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you have any questions, leave me a comment. And I will be back. The next video I have to share is going to be about the rest of the Christmas gifts that I received with some gift certificates. So I will share that with you. And then after that, I'm going to be sharing a short video on my Tombow markers. I'm going to swatch those on camera because I think I can get through those. There's not very many, and it's pretty easy handwork. So I'm going to share those. And then I think from there, I'm going to be sharing, let's see, a New York City scrapbook smash book and a New York City trip with traveler notebooks inserts. I've been to New York City quite a few times, but the last 2 times I went, I recorded all my adventures in scrapbooks or smash books, and I'm going to share those because I am in the process of starting to pack up some of my supplies. Hopefully we'll be moving this summer, and I'm kind of going through my studio and pulling out the stuff that I won't be using before we move. I kind of have projects set up, and so I know what I'm going to be using, so I'm packing a lot of stuff away. So I pulled those out to share with you. I also have all the memorabilia that I bought the last time I was in New York to show you. So if you love New York City, you won't want to miss that video. It probably will be 2 parts because it will be so long. I'll probably do a part 1 and a part 2, 2 separate trips. So anyway, thanks for stopping by, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you to all my new subscribers. I think I have 163 subscribers right now. It's very exciting. And if you want to see more of my everyday life, come on over to my Instagram, which is under Diamond Cloud Studio. I don't post a lot on my page anymore because it's just too much finger work for me, but I do post on my stories quite often. So you can kind of see a little bit behind the scenes and my personal life on my Instagram. So I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and I want to encourage you to get your art supplies out and play. Even if you only do some swatching, maybe you just don't feel like you can try to do a painting or a sketch or something. Just get your paints out and do some swatching. Just get your fingers in there, get your brush wet and dip it in the paint and just play. That's kind of what this channel is about for me and for anybody who's watching. I am not a professional artist or even an artist in the terms that other people use. I'm just a girl who likes to play with art supplies. So if you're someone like that too, then come along and join me on my journey as I share my play and my sketches and my watercolor pictures. So we'll see you soon. Bye. Love you guys.